Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Array of Champions Core Rules Complete Edition. If you haven't seen part 1 of my review, featuring this fantasy RPG, where you play as champions with extraordinary powers, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about character creation. We are going to take a look at key terms and concepts, starting with character choices. By the way, before we begin, there is actually a character sheet for this role-playing game. When it comes to the character name, this is pretty self-explanatory. You need an epic name for your character. When it comes to the basic class, Array of Champions has 4 basic classes to choose from: the Inspirational Hero, the Cunning Hero, the Valorous Hero, and the Inexplicable Hero. Each basic class specializes in one of the game's 6 phases of combat. I think there is an error here because in another part of the book it says 7 phases of combat. Your basic class also determines your starting statistics. When it comes to paths, each basic class splinters off into one of 30 paths for a total of 120 paths. These paths each have their own abilities that distinguish them from one another, providing a strong gameplay and narrative difference between characters of the same basic class. When it comes to race, your character's physical appearance, genetic makeup, and lifespan are all determined by your race. Races have their own level progression, separate from your basic class and path, making your choice of race a gameplay one as much as it is a narrative one. The character building section as well as race chapter will further elaborate on this. Now, I would rather say species because these races are very different from each other. Then we have alignment, a simple 2-word description of the morality of your character, the foundational star in the construction of your character's personality. However, don't let your character's alignment stifle your creativity and nuance. Alignment in Array of Champions is the inner moral struggle between good versus evil and lawful versus chaotic. A good champion is one who in any given situation will typically seek the most just solution, even if this comes at their own expense. In other words, a good champion has a predisposition towards selflessness. Evil champions will seek solutions that benefit them most, even at the expense of others. A predisposition towards selfishness characterizes these evil champions. Those who do not lean strongly towards good or evil are considered neutral. A rare breed of champion, equally prone to selfishness as they are to selflessness. Lawful champions are those who follow the rule and spirit of the law, believing the law to be the best path to accomplishing their goals. They work within the system of the nations they reside in to create a tomorrow that aligns with their beliefs. Chaotic champions have no faith in any form of system, believing that their values are the only laws that matter. Chaotic champions will only work within the system when it benefits them. Neutral champions hold no particularly strong beliefs about the law. They are easily swept into the dynamics of the company they keep. Champions who are neutral in both moral paradigms are referred to as true neutral. When it comes to personality, this concerns the way your character thinks, their mannerisms, and the way that they present themselves. More effort into this section translates into a stronger understanding of who your character is as a person. As a result, roleplay will be easier, more fun, and more impactful on your fellow players. Your champion's race, basic class, and path can be used as foundational tools, enhancing the understanding of your character's personality. However, beware of an inability to describe who your character is without mentioning their race or class. This indicates a lack of perspective and the need for deeper thought on who your champion is. Concerning backstory, while effort in the personality section will translate into you better embodying your character, effort into the backstory section will translate into your game master making the world around your character livelier, creating plot hooks for your game master to use to engage you into the story in a meaningful way. Don't be offended if the game master isn't utilizing your backstory. If you feel strong enough about it, then have an open discussion with them about how it could be fun for the whole table. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about character statistics. So everything is very simple to understand. This role-playing game is a good choice to get someone started into the hobby, because everything is well defined, and although the system is a bit crunchy, the explanations are quite precise. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.